It's Tuesday, September 11th. I'm Lee Harris. Here's what's happening. It's primary day and the polls are open.
You couldn't live within or visit New York without getting a tour of the tower. And if you were really intrepid, you might actually go to the roof.
2110, you got it coming in for building number 2 on the 97th floor. People traffic.
Stay where you are.
When the World Trade Center buildings were going up, my dad told me, when those are finished, we're going to go up on the top. My dad said these buildings will last for 1,000 years. They'll be here forever.
In the World Trade Center,
Firemen in the building, they're making their way up.
it's 25 to 30 people.
It was a terrific place to work. And on a clear day, you could see the curvature of the earth. I said, no, it's not possible. It's not possible that my life is going to end this way.
Get this one.
Can we break a window?
Whatever you have to do to get the air.
Break a window, somebody!
It was really, every fiber in your body is screaming. It's like, you gotta get out of here. You gotta get out of here.
Okay, let's give you a hand here. Come on, guys. We got ourselves a VIP to get down.
Name badges and welcome.
They're all notified. Fire department, ambulance service, and police. They're all notified. Fire department and ambulance are notified.
Your copy, sir.
No.
Thanks, you saved my life.
What the hell are you doing? You trying to kill us all?
Tell the boys. Tell the boys I love them.
British, huh?
Afraid so.
So where are you from, London?
I'm from the south coast, a place called Hailing Island.
In less than 2 hours from this moment, both towers of the World Trade Center will be in ruins. A further 3 aircraft will have been hijacked and crashed, and thousands of lives changed forever. This film looks at the events at the heart of the unfolding disaster through the eyes of the people who were there, and shows minute by minute what really happened inside the World Trade Center on the day America came under attack.
The bang. I thought it was thunder or something. He goes, look outside. I looked outside. I said, holy, it looks like a plane hit it or something.
Billions of TV viewers around the world have grandstand views of the unfolding events. But people inside the towers know almost nothing.
No, it's an explosion.
The man who knows the Twin Towers inside out is construction manager Frank DeMartini.
What?
He has overseen the rebuilding work following a bomb attack in 1993.
What, above us?
I don't know. I just don't know.
Whatever it was. Shouldn't we be getting out of here?
Frank? Hey, do you know what happened?
No idea. I'd say the building moved 10, maybe 12 feet.
More like 20. What's it like out there?
A lot of debris. People pretty shocked.
Can they clear it?
Yeah.
Honey, find somewhere less smoky. Alan's office, maybe? Stay there till they find a way out. Mac, Pablo, and me, we're going to check out the rest of the floor.
Frank's wife, Nicole, also works at the World Trade Center as a structural inspector for an engineering firm.
Electric 1 to 12.
You think the building's all right?
If the slip joint's held, yeah. Mac,
Yeah,
get your gear.
right here.
Mac?
Yeah.
Try to persuade him to come down. Please.
Okay.
American Airlines Flight 11 instantly destroys 6 floors of the North Tower. Though all levels were designed to be smoke and fire resistant, smoke penetrates through the remaining floors to the top within a minute of the impact.
Listen up, everybody. Everyone, listen up, everybody, please. Everyone, please, we've got to stay calm. Can you listen up? I am going to call the emergency services. They will be with us shortly, okay?
This morning, in charge of the conference suites at Windows on the World is Christine Orlando.
Thank you. We need to check the elevators. Sir, could you do that, please?
Elevator.
Out there, thank you.
All the phone calls Christine makes this morning to the Port Authority Police Department are recorded and transcribed.
Port Authority Police Officer Maggie.
Yes, hi, this is Christine, Assistant GM of Windows. We're getting no direction up here. We're having a smoke condition. We have most people on the 106th floor. The 107th floor is way too smoky. We need to know where to direct our guests and our employees as soon as possible.
Okay, we're doing our best, man. We got the fire department, everybody. We're trying to get up there. Right? Go back for 2 or 3 minutes. Find out what directions you should try to get out.
Our guests are scared.
Stairways A, B, and C blocked off and smoke.
Yes.
Okay, here. Go back in 2 minutes.
Okay.
You're on the air right now. Go ahead. What can you tell us?
This just in, you are looking at obviously a very disturbing live shot there. That is the World Trade Center, and we have unconfirmed reports this morning that a plane has crashed into one of the towers of the World Trade Center. Clearly, something relatively devastating happening this morning there on the south end of the island of Manhattan.
Just 6 floors below the impact, financial trader Hong Shu and his co-workers have no idea what has happened.
Sorry, your call cannot be taken right now. Please hold the line.
We just suddenly felt there was a big shake, a rumble.
I say we go now. You can't just hang around waiting for something to happen.
And after that initial rumble, we looked around. The ceilings caved in, and we didn't know what happened.
Come on, kiddo. We need to get out of here.
Hong's co-workers include Harry Ramos, head trader.
You're not coming with us?
I think we should stay here and wait for instructions.
But why? It's an emergency.
Somehow I remembered in 1993 there was an incident in World Trade Center, and some people died, not because of the bomb, but because they were stepped upon exiting the building.
Han, the building just moved 10 feet. It's not safe.
Folks, come on, gotta go.
No, I'm staying.
People,
And good luck.
And you too.
See you at Max for lunch.
Sorry, your call cannot be taken right now. Please hold the line.
Within minutes of the first impact, the 911 phone system is clogged with people calling the emergency services.
She's safe on the northwest side. There's a woman in there from an unidentified person hanging from the top of the building.
Stay where you are.
Okay, that's all the information.
You're on the 92nd floor, southwest corner. Stay where you are. We have firemen in the...
People from inside the towers, as well as their families and friends, are calling the Port Authority Security Command Center for instructions and information.
We want you out the building, ma'am.
Sir, there are emergency services on their way to you.
Evacuate the building. Emergency services are on their way.
Most of the people who are able to choose to evacuate the North Tower. Others choose not to. And for a very simple reason. They have been told not to.
All personnel, remain at your desks. Please remain at your desks. All personnel, remain at your desks.
I'm calling on the 43rd floor. What are we supposed to do?
We want you out the building, ma'am. Do not use the elevator. Use the stairwells. Evacuate the building.
But they're saying not to.
All personnel, remain at your desks. Please remain at your desks.
I'm going to put you on hold.
Could you just hold the line for a second?
PA's telling them to stay where they are.
What? Can we turn it off from here?
No.
I wouldn't say panic. I would say people was beginning to. I know I was beginning to get a little edgy.
Yeah.
So what do we do now?
make home.
But it's concrete.
No, it's not. It's sheetrock.
Hey, he's right. It's sheetrock. It's plasterboard.
This is Christine again on Windows. We have to have air. The fresh air is going down fast. I am not exaggerating.
Ma'am, I know you're not exaggerating. We're getting a lot of these calls. We're sending the fire department up as soon as possible.
What are we going to do for air?
Ma'am, the fire department's on its way.
Can we break a window?
You can do whatever you have to do to get the air.
Break a window, somebody! Break a window!
Where are you going?
We're not going to get out of here. You know that, don't you?
No, help is on its way. We just have to wait.
Nobody's coming. It's just us.
No! Don't!
What the hell are you doing? You trying to kill us all? You break the window, you're gonna let the air in. Get away from the window. This whole place will be in flames in minutes. Come on.
And I saw coming down behind them outside
looked like a suit or something.
A man's suit. And I said to myself,
why would anyone do that?
Who would throw a suit out the window? What is that about?
More than 100 people jump or fall from the upper floors of the North Tower. Neither Christine nor anyone else makes any calls from windows on the world after 9:40 a.m.
We went to her apartment and that. Her answering machine was just full with messages. No more could be that friends were calling her. Because my son listened to to the end. And that answering machine we brought home, that I have it.
Just 130 feet away in Building 2, the South Tower, the picture is confused. Some people have seen or heard the disaster which struck the North Tower. Without waiting for the picture to clear, many have taken the decision to evacuate.
If you are in the midst of evacuation, you may use the re-entry doors and elevators to return to your office. I repeat, Building 2 is secure.
Given the risk of large numbers of civilians outside in the plaza blocking access for police and firemen, announcements make it clear that the South Tower is safe.
If you are in the midst of evacuation, you may use the re-entry doors and elevators to return to your office. I repeat, if Building 2 is secure, there is no need to evacuate Building 2.
It's a lot of valuable,
If you are in the midst
really
of
valuable time, you know.
Stanley Premnath has come from his office on the 81st floor. But even as he is leaving, building staff are turning people back,
Go back upstairs.
convincing them it will be safer if they stay where they are.
Had I known that this building was on fire next door and a plane had gone into this building, I would never have gone back up. I would have gone straight home.
Building 2 is secure. There is no need to evacuate Building 2.
I'm not sure about this, guys. We got no choice.
Within short order, it became clear that we had to leave because the smoke was getting frightening.
Hey, guys, this way! Follow me!
The smoke was so thick and so black, and I could not see. And as I'm walking down the hall through this blackness, I'm thinking to myself, well, you're going to die of suffocation, of smoke inhalation. How many breaths do you need to take of smoke-filled air before you actually pass out? Is it measured in the number of breaths, or is it measured in a number of minutes? Is there a period of time when you're breathing in smoke that you can feel yourself being overcome, or does it happen instantaneously? I did not know. And I was annoyed at myself for not knowing.
Let's try this way, huh?
That's right. Yes, sir, you have a 2:30 followed by 4:15.
In this confined area with the door closed now, it actually seemed quite safe.
Well, I'll see what I can do, but we're having a bit of problems with the phone.
Why?
When they came in, I was surprised that they were there.
Well, we have a situation here.
What kind of situation?
And then I was even more surprised that they had just come out of an office that was on fire.
I'm sorry. Do you have a fire extinguisher?
On the wall above the cupboard.
Thanks.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I can't do that right now, sir. No, you don't seem to understand. There's a lot going on around here right now.
Thanks.
Yes, sir? I'll do it first thing tomorrow morning, sir.
I said to myself, look, you have to do something. Within 2 seconds, I realized what a ridiculous task I was trying to accomplish. I was trying to put out this inferno with this stream of fluid that couldn't have been more than a quarter of an inch wide. My heart went into my throat from my chest, and at that point I knew we were in trouble.
Call cannot be taken right now. Please hold the line. Sorry, your call cannot be taken right now. Please hold the line.
Harry Ramos has reached the main elevator hallway on the 78th floor.
Across. Try and find a stairwell on the other side. That's okay. Let's go. And be careful.
Everybody okay back there?
Okay, last one. I'm feeling lucky. I knew I was feeling lucky. Come on, we'll be out of here in no time. You know what I think? I might take the rest of the day off.
I'll join you.
knowing that a high-rise building has never collapsed before. And now the sister building that we were in had suffered the same fate, but it got hit later than ours, had just collapsed. So I'm thinking to myself as he said that, he says, we're going to be lucky to get out of here.
Guys, I want us out of here now. Pick up your stuff. We're heading out right now. Sal, the rope. You got it, Captain. Get your stuff.
The sheer terror that we're in this building and we're dead men walking. The fire department's a semi-military organization, and you don't do things without orders. So I was basically self-evacuating. It was my instinct that I perceived a danger and I acted on it.
Okay. How about going?
What was that? It sounded like an explosion.
Victor, you gotta be positive.
We've got to go.
In case you hadn't noticed, we're still only on the 36th floor.
Well, that's only 36 more floors to go. Now, come on.
I wasn't even supposed to be here.
What do you mean?
Working here. My job, my life. It's pathetic.
What, you want me to go ahead and see if I can find a faster route?
No, don't leave this.
I won't, but we have to go. Now, come on.
You think we're going to make it, Harry? Harry.
Yeah.
We're going to make it, right?
Sure we will. Now, come on, you're gonna have to move, Victor. Get yourself up and let's go. Get moving.
Come on, fellas, keep it moving. Come on, guys. Move it. Come on, fellas. Keep it coming. Hey, how's it going?
I've got a bad leg.
Well, can you walk?
Slowly.
And Tommy Falco turns around and looks at me and he says, hey, Cap, what do you want to do with her? And I took a deep breath. It's like,
Okay, let's give you a hand here. Come on, guys. We got ourselves a VIP to get down. Okay? You ready? Want any help? Right here. Four more steps. All right, thank you. That's the green. So they're real well.
and people ask me, says, why did you do that? You know, you could have passed her by, nobody would have known. I says, I would have known. You know, and the sight of her standing in the doorway would have haunted me forever.
Brace up. You can do it. Come on. Go fight. Excellent.
They should be here by now.
Time to go, ladies.
We're glad to see you.
I've seen many people running to save themselves. Most of those who ran past me are exhausted. Many of them just can't believe
believe that this has happened, or that they've been lucky enough to have made it out.
I would have to say, at this distressing time, I can see a huge pillar of dust and smoke where one of the Twin Towers once stood. It's too soon to speculate on the full extent of the horrifying damage right now.
It was really, every fiber in your body is screaming. It was like, you gotta get out of here. You gotta get out of here.
Whoa, you okay? You okay?
What was once, we were almost like running down the stairs.
Guys, make a space!
Now our evacuation is one step at a time. Both feet on the same step, going very slowly. And now this is becoming like Chinese water torture going down the stairs. You know, the clock is ticking.
Okay, guys, take a rest. Josephine.
Yeah.
You want some water?
No.
Josephine. It wasn't a question. Drink some water.
And I developed this trait of mine. Whenever a situation got more serious, I would speak more slowly and more deliberately, because if the situation is that serious, you didn't need somebody screaming in your ear to add more anxiety to the situation. So I would try to diffuse that by speaking in a more calm manner. And I was at my calmest.
Guys, I'm gonna see if I can find us a chair we can carry it, okay?
Come on, take my hand. Here, go. Go.
Now this way. Stairwell C. Any word on our engineer?
No. You think we should go? No. Neither do I.
I mean, I think he felt he could do it. I mean, why not?
I may be hurt, I may be tired, I may be burnt, but I'll get out.
Yeah.
I went out from the side of the building, and I kept walking on West Side Highway. And then I heard some people screaming. I looked back. That's when I saw at the very close distance, I saw a building collapse. Thought probably we lost Harry at that moment.
At 10:28 a.m., the North Tower collapses. It takes just 12 seconds.
Division 6 acting, K, urgent. Division 6 acting, go. Alright, you're responding down to the World Trade Center. You're to maintain radio communication and advise Manhattan Dispatch what exactly is going on, K. We are unable to make any kind of communication.
It collapsed. The top floors collapsed down. I saw it blow and then ran like hell. Thank God. I'm 69, but I can still run. There's got to be firemen trapped back there, though.
Everyone watching the collapse of the North Tower immediately assumes that anyone inside must have perished.
Everything okay?
Every time a floor hit another floor, it was like a loud boom, like a train that was off its tracks and was hitting the railroad ties. And it was getting closer and closer.
Listen up. I'm gonna do a roll call. Billy. Yeah.
So violent was the vibration that we were actually being bounced around off the floor. Yeah. And just kept waiting. Just kept waiting for that big beam or that big piece of concrete to come. And for us, it didn't come.
Matt? Yeah! Sounds like you dropped a couple of floors there, buddy. How about our special guest?
You mean me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm here. And my name's Josephine.
Good job, Josephine.
And I'm up here, you know, to have no idea what I look like. I never dawned on me, you're great too, kiddo. You can all you want, it won't help.
All the furnishings and the fixtures inside the building, none of that existed after the collapse. There were no desks, there were no phones, no computers, no copy machines, no chairs, nothing. It had all been pulverized by the tremendous amount of energy that was created by this collapse. And it was just pulverized into this dust. And we're in the geographic center of that dust.
Sergeant Jonas, ladder 6. We're on the 4th floor. North Tower. We need help. Do you copy?
And somebody got on the radio and said, "Where's the North Tower?" Like I looked at my radio, I says, "Where's the North Tower?" I said, "Man, we're in trouble if they don't know where the North Tower is."
I had stepped out onto West Street, wondering what could have happened to cause this mess. The ash and the fire trucks twisted up like toys. I went back towards the building where there was a fireman, and I walked up to the fellow and I said, "Hey, there's a body over here." He looked at me with a look that I sensed, hey, why is he looking at me like I have two heads, like I'm crazy? Why is he giving me this look? And he said, "Just go on." And I realized there were actually bodies and people scattered all over the place. And you couldn't see what the scene was like because everything was covered with ash.
Cones of bodies. Cones of bodies. Cones of bodies. Cones of bodies. Cones of bodies.
2,749 people died in the Twin Towers that morning, including Melanie DeVere, Christine Olenda, and more than 150 delegates and staff at Windows on the World. Elaine Gentle and 95 of her colleagues at Fiduciary Trust, including Ed Emery. And 84 workers and officials at the Port Authority who looked after the building.
You know, the people I knew at the Port Authority are Jerry Guggen, Bill Jones, Tommy, Claro, and Margie, and all these people, they've just, just like... It was just like there was a big family.
Are you gonna be okay?
In the North Tower, Frank DeMartini and Pablo Ortiz both lost their lives. They were still helping people to escape when the building collapsed.
Well, I mean, I think for me, there still is this burning, hole that you don't really know what happened. And of course, I would like to know more about, what was happening, and I know he'd love to tell it.
He would be so sad to see them fall, and saving as many people as he did, that it was somehow fitting that he went up into the air with the buildings.
Along with Mac Hanna, who escaped the building helping evacuees, Pablo and Frank saved the lives of over 50 people. Amongst them were Rick Bryan and the 22 people trapped on the 89th floor, including receptionist Diane DeFontes.
Yes, sir, you have a 2:30 followed by a 4:15.
Pablo's wife put up a website, and her children were on it, and I sent her an email, and I told her, I tried to tell her how I felt, and that her husband and their father is the reason that I'm alive. And I know that his absence is a terrible thing. But here is a man that you can be proud of because he saved other people's lives.
Stanley Premnath and Brian Clark both survived. 61 people from Brian's company, Eurobrokers, lost their lives, as did 23 from Stanley's company, Fuji Bank. Victor Wald and Harry Ramos were both killed in the collapse of the North Tower.
We got a picture of Harry Ramos. It was a brilliant picture. It was a very sharp picture with a Rolex watch. And I said to my children, well, Victor didn't die by himself. An angel came and took him, and Harry was his angel.
Harry was the only person from his company, May Davis, who did not survive.
And Hung, he helped to the fullest, and he made a decision he had to leave. And I think that was a better decision to make, because he thought that, he had to think of himself at some point. And he tried to help a man, but if Victor couldn't help himself at a point, he analyzed the situation, he made the decision he had to go. He probably feels bad about it, but he made the correct decision.
Harry,
if I could talk to you again, I'd like to say, we should have left together.
The 6 people trapped in elevator 41 all escaped, including Al Smith and Jan Demscher.
Can't imagine, I'm short and he's tall.
Every day it's with me. It's in my head. There were so many people I knew. Friends, acquaintances, faces in the crowd. And I was there. I survived. But almost 3,000 people didn't. It's hard to escape this memory.
I hear Battalion 1-8 to ladder 6, Battalion 1-8 to ladder 6. Is that you on the radio? I said, yeah, it's me. Rescue 3 to ladder 6, Captain Jay Jonas. This is Cliff. I'm coming for you, brother. I'm coming for you. And that was the first, it choked me up. It's the first time in my career where I had become the person in need of rescue instead of the person coming to do the rescue.
It would be almost 5 hours before Jay Jonas and the 13 people trapped with him would finally find their way to freedom. They owed their lives to an extraordinary piece of luck.
Once the collapse reached our area, it kind of ran out of energy because the pile itself was about 6 to 7 stories tall, the debris pile. And we were in that 2-story cocoon. If you were lower than that, the debris settled there and you didn't make it. If you were above that, you were part of the kinetic energy of the collapse, and you didn't make it. So you really had to be where we were.
Over there you can see a police emergency service unit. They're trying basically now to reestablish some kind of a safe perimeter. And many of the emergency workers basically just happy to be alive. Certainly that picture tells it all. Many of them just happy to be alive at this point, having survived what is an extraordinary event, the collapse of 2 towers.
343 firemen and 60 police officers were killed in the collapse of the Twin Towers.
Josephine, is that you?
It ends up I did make the right decisions that day, but I didn't know they were the right decisions at the time. Running into Josephine Harris, making this decision to stop and save her, we inadvertently saved ourselves.
And I looked around, and there was this disarray. And I said, this is it? And he says, yeah, this is what's left. And I said, how many other people have come out of there? And he said, none. And I was just stunned. Don't push it under the rug. Don't forget it, because it can happen again. And I believe that they are going to try again. It won't be tomorrow, it won't be next year, but they're coming back.
In the 5 years since 9/11, as the bombings in London and Madrid have shown, al-Qaeda's commitment to simultaneous attacks has not diminished. Josephine Harris is not alone in thinking that one day they will come back.
I don't know of a single expert that we interviewed or have talked to before or since we made our report who doesn't believe there'll be another attack. We have made 41 recommendations. We see them implemented only partially, and in some cases not at all. And yet every one of those recommendations, which everybody agrees with, is designed to make the American people safer. If I have a nightmare, it is about the combination of a terrorist and a nuclear device. My worry is that we could be saying the same thing. Why didn't we do this and why didn't we do that? So there will be another attack, and if we're not prepared, God help us.
Well, these are the pants that I was wearing on that day. And I made it my project. I guess it kept me a little from really going completely out of my mind. I made it my project to wash them by hand, and every day I would wash them a little more and hang them up to dry, and then I'd see some more dirt, and I'd put more soap, and then I'd scrub the legs, because I just had to get them clean. It was like washing away, it may sound silly, but washing away the dirt and evil and the bad and just getting it out, and I did. And unfortunately they don't fit anymore, but they're clean.